Oh no. I got a black stain on my $12 H&M polo. I literally just spent like 5 minutes trying to get this stupid clip for Instagram. And I stained my polo. Today's video is really good news for a lot of people, but specifically MBA graduates. Now, before we get into it, let's talk about what is an MBA. It stands for Master of Business Administration. And getting your MBA can cost anywhere from $55,000 to $160,000 for the top programs. Now, it can be cheaper and it can be more expensive, but that is median for the top MBA degrees. Or you can just watch this channel and be just as good. Now, I know that it's probably kind of against the grain for an entrepreneur to talk about college and college money, and I'm one of the rare finance YouTubers who will actually talk about college, because a lot of people say, drop out of school right now, spend your last $1,000 on my course, right? But I'm all about money-making opportunities for everybody. And let's face it, most people are not bound for the path of entrepreneurship, and most people don't even want to do it. So I'm here to provide you guys with money-making tips and opportunities, even if you do have a degree. So I'm covering the whole sphere here. So this one is for you college students or graduates out there. Now, the graduates of 2021 are seeing a very unique job market. And in fact, it's you got a lot of unique opportunities here and some unique drawbacks. Overall, there is an improved job market, but it's not as glamorous as the media makes it seem. And in fact, just in March earlier this year of 2021, there were 8.1 million job openings. Hiring was up 69% in every single industry. Now, this is one of the best times in history to get a job, search for new opportunities, move across the street and receive higher wages, or simply negotiate a raise with your employer, because it makes sense. Everybody's paying higher. You see a lot of, for example, you'll be driving down the street and you'll see McDonald's hiring starting at $25 an hour. Now, that's another thing that the media likes to blow up, like, oh, this is so insane. But the truth is, those positions are reserved for like managers and people with college degrees and stuff like that, because the actual starting wage is going to be anywhere from like 11 to 15 an hour if you're just simply 99% of the people in the building, fry cooks and cashiers and stuff like that. So we're going to go through the good, the bad, and ugly, and specifically get through why MBAs are so special now. Even though the job market is improving greatly, the top positions can be extremely competitive, and in fact more competitive than ever before. A lot of companies are saying it's harder to find good employees that are young. They want to take advantage of this new crop of people coming in and take advantage of their talents. Here are the top 5 industries that are hiring for entry-level openers. Here are the job openings. Now, these aren't MBA specific, but I do want to kind of throw this out there. Number 1 is transportation and logistics. Number 2 is healthcare. 3 is software and IT services. 4 is retail, and 5 is consumer goods. And here are some of the industries that have the lowest job opportunities. In order: tourism by far, accommodations is still way up there, then we're dropping down and we're going to art and entertainment, sports and recreation, and number 5, food and beverage. There have been numerous studies that actually conclude that the very first job you take as a college graduate has a massive impact on your future, meaning that the first job that you take is going to really project your potential future earnings, because if you can get a job that helps you grow your skill and your knowledge in the industry that you're wanting to pursue, that is much better, and you can grow and make more money faster versus if you're bouncing around and you graduate out of college and you start working at McDonald's, right? You want to immediately get the best job possible as soon as you graduate college. So finding the right job that is the perfect fit for you is extremely important. Studies show that financial companies are looking for employees, and in fact, that is up 209%. But for everybody else that is not interested in that, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, students are having to keep an open mind. And unfortunately, studies are saying that a lot of college graduates are not actually using their degree, and they're having to keep an open mind, is what they're saying. And because you might have to work in a different industry, which renders your degree useless, which is unfortunate. So there's all sorts of goods and bads with this unique job market 2021 craziness. So long story short, lots of great jobs are becoming available more than ever before, but they're extremely competitive, and that's kind of obvious. So now, what about MBA grads specifically? Now, MBA degrees have becoming more and more valuable over the years, and the wages have been consistently increasing, but this is unique. Salaries for newly minted MBAs are hitting record highs. Consulting firms, banks, and technology companies lure top business school graduates into their ranks, which is good for you in this competitive job market. Because let's face it, not everybody wants to work fast food, not everybody wants to work all of these different industries that are hiring. People want the highest paying jobs, and they want to make the best ROI for their degree. Now listen to this. This is coming from the Wall Street Journal. Median salaries for this year's graduates grew $5,000. Duke University's Fuqua School of Business said that the average annual salary for an MBA graduate rose 4% compared to just last year to more than $141,000. And I've seen some companies come out and say, some universities come out and say that the median average salary for an MBA graduate these days is up to $150,000 a year. Now this one says $141,000 a year, but roughly you're in kind of over six-figure mark. So here's the thing. Pandemic-related management challenge, from the supply chain disruption to uncertainty about the future of works, have made a diverse group of companies more willing to pay a premium for MBA's skill sets. And that makes perfect sense. And this is another excerpt from Wall Street Journal. Many of these firms also report rising profits, with major Wall Street employers including Goldman Sachs Group, JP Morgan Chase & Co., Citigroup Incorporated, and Morgan Stanley also increasing pay for early career professionals. So everybody is in a bit of an arms race for these new MBA graduates. That's why they're basically rolling out the red carpet and paying so much for these new grads. Especially compared to other degrees, MBAs tend to pay off the highest in the job market. And graduates at most programs typically made more money 2 years out of school than they had borrowed. Companies are just constantly competing for business school talent in different industries. So you MBAs out there have a more diverse crop of job opportunities than ever before that are higher paying than ever before. So with all of this being said, there are lots of unique job opportunities and disadvantages in the 2021 job market, but they're basically rolling out the red carpet for the MBA graduates. Some other degree holders might find that the media is a little bit confusing, right? They're saying, oh, everybody can get a job, but the good jobs are extremely competitive. So MBAs, not only is there lots of really good job opportunities, there is a lot of them, and companies are getting desperate. So if you're an MBA or if you're early going into college, check out maybe pursuing that degree. It only takes about 2 years, and you can actually spend less than $55,000 a year. But the cool statistic was that most MBA graduates actually make more after 2 years than their debt owed. So let's say even at the high end, this top institution, the best MBA you can get, according to them, was $161,000. Well, if your median annual pay is $150,000, yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're going to double the amount of money you borrowed in just 2 years, and that is a fantastic ROI. So this is why basically companies are, once again, I'm going to say it, rolling out the red carpet for MBA graduates. I hope you guys got some value out of today's information. I think my screen just glitched. If you're not an MBA, I hope that I brought some either hope or unfortunate realistic expectations when you're going in searching for the job market. If you gained any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Comment down below if there's any information that you need to provide or any information that I missed. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.